Welcome to Great Chefs of the World, a culinary survey featuring premier chefs from around the globe.
An appetizer is prepared by Claude Trogois from his namesake restaurant in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Cooking a recipe that calls for lobster, he uses large shrimp. Then it's to the Kahala Hilton in Honolulu, Hawaii. Dominique Germain offers a taste of Hawaii's fabulous seafood bounty with seared swordfish. Then we finish at the opulent hotel in Palais Schwarzenberg in Vienna, Austria. Chef Christian Petz prepares a relatively light item, lemon mousse served with wild cherry jelly. Claude Trogois, whose esteemed family blazed culinary trails in France, has made his own mark in Rio, and vice versa. First, he met his wife in Brazil, then merged his tremendous command of French technique with Brazilian and Caribbean products. His appetizer is called homard paillette.
Now I'm doing the tomato concassé. It's peeled and seeded tomato. And I'm going to cook this tomato in with a little bit garlic and onions, little bit olive oil, just a little bit to don't get too fatty, like a big spoon of chopped onions, like 1 clove of chopped garlic, just push it very quickly in olive oil, just to take out the acidity of the onions and the garlic. Add the tomato. And just let it cook now about 20 minutes. It gets thicker and all the water of the tomato get out.
Fresh thyme and 2 bay leaves are added, then some tomato paste.
Tomato paste to get the color. Okay, then we let it cook 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, you see it get like that, very thick, very nice, like a puree.
A vinaigrette starts with balsamic vinegar, soy sauce, and a complex infused olive oil.
Soya sauce, like half spoon of soya sauce. And special olive oil. I call that spicy olive oil because I make it with 10 different spices. There is like pepper and anise star and cinnamon and curry and cumin, and we leave the garlics, onions, and thyme, and we leave that during like 30 days, 1 month all together with olive oil. And it gets very like a curry taste. So I put this olive oil in the vinegar and the soya sauce. You see, I mix with a spoon. It's very important. I don't want to whisk it with a whisk to don't emulsify it. I just want the vinegar and the oil be separated in the vinegar.
Shrimp are cooked in hot olive oil.
I'm to put the shrimps. Okay, you see the very smoky, very hot. And I'm going to finish the plates. I put the tomato, the cooked tomato. It's cold now. I'm going to put the tomato on the bottom of the plate. Nicely. I'm going to top the tomato with the shrimps. Just turn the shrimps now. You see how they get brown and crisp? I want them like that. When you are going to eat it after they get very, they don't get mushy, they get crispy, crack. They are a little bit hard. The shrimps on the top of the tomato. If you want to cut the shrimps in cubes, it's okay, you can do it. Okay, you press a little bit. And now, potato, like palm pie is called, on the top of that. That gave more crisp at the all the salad. I'm going to take out the molds.
Garnish includes long shreds of beet, the Japanese radish daikon, and carrot.
And I'm going to put that on the top of the shrimps. Okay. Just the spicy vinaigrette. You see the vinegar and the soya are separated of the oil. And that's finished. That's the salad pailleté.
At taping time, Dominique Germain was at the Kahala Hilton. His training and early work was in native France. Then he cooked in Montreal before moving to Hawaii. He promptly fell for the exotic flavors and products of the Pacific Rim. His entree is seared Hawaiian swordfish and vinaigrette. The chef starts with a vinaigrette containing soy sauce, rice vinegar, the Japanese rice wine mirin, lime juice, sugar, chopped garlic and ginger, sesame oil, minced Hawaiian red chilies, and cilantro. It should be made a day or two before use and is put in a water bath to warm before presentation. The crust for the swordfish includes breadcrumbs, crab meat, black and white sesame seeds, and parsley.
And we'll incorporate a little bit of mayonnaise and a little bit of soft herb butter. I have a nice medallion of shutome, which is shutome is a Japanese name for that fish. In fact, the name is a broadbill swordfish. This fish cooks very well. It's almost impossible to mess with that recipe. This fish, being very, very moist, has a high content in fat, And you can leave it also, eat it just underdone, like most of the people on the Hawaiian Islands, they eat their fish a little underdone. Okay. Salt and pepper. I will just coat it with a little bit of oil. When you sear an item, you need to have your pan quite hot, depending on the thickness of your item, of course, and use as little oil as possible. Put our fish in the pan. Like so. And you see it's going quite good. It will take about a minute on each side. And to go along with our fish as vegetable, we'll make a stir fry. So I have pre-cut some of the item. I have some bean sprouts, some baby corn, some fresh shiitake, some Maui onion, which are very sweet. And I also have a couple of different cabbage. This one is called bok choy, is a Chinese cabbage which stays very firm, is very crispy. I'm going to put a little bit in that preparation. And I have Chinese leafy broccoli called choy sum. This is very nice. The stems are very crispy too, and it goes very well in a stir fry. So we'll put some of these as well, which will be sufficient. Okay. Our fish is almost ready to turn over. What I'll do, I'll turn off the stove and I place some of that crust over, like so.
Just before service, the crusted swordfish goes into a broiler until the top is golden brown.
Now we'll go on with the stir fry. We'll put a touch peanut oil and we'll let it smoke a little bit. Yeah? And we'll put the onions, bell peppers, celery, and the baby corn. This is the snow peas, mushroom, a bit salt, and pepper. This is a very fast operation. I add the bean sprout last because they take less time to cook. About a minute more, it should be ready. Okay, final preparation. Put some of this nice stir fry in there. The fish goes right on top, like so. We have our sauce here, which is warm by now. We add finely chopped cilantro, and we'll go right around. garnish with some fresh cilantro. I really like cilantro, so the fragrance is very interesting. And some finely cut Japanese seaweed called nori, very fine. It gives little added touch. And here is the final product.
The Palais Schwarzenberg's architecture and gardens may be redolent of the Baroque period, but the food reflects the here and now of Chef Christian Petz. He learned the business from his parents in Upper Austria, then worked in Munich and Vienna. His dessert is lemon mousse with cherry jelly.
Dazu verrühren wir Creme fraiche.
Creme fraiche is mixed with an anomaly in most restaurant kitchens, low-fat yogurt.
Mit Joghurt. Und geben einen Staubzucker.
Powdered sugar is blended with the yogurt and creme fraiche.
Joghurt. Das wird jetzt gut verrührt. Dann kommt zum Joghurt-Creme-Fraiche-Gemisch
The zest of 2 lemons and the juice of 1 lemon are whisked into the yogurt mixture.
und Zitronensaft. Dann mal Schlagobers. Das wird jetzt aufgeschlagen.
Whipping cream is beaten until soft peaks form.
Wenn der Schlagobers steif geschlagen ist, dann wird Eiweiß mit Zucker.
Egg whites are beaten with sugar until creamy and not stiff.
So, das Eiweiß sollte nicht ganz steif geschlagen sein, es sollte nur cremig sein, damit es beim Runterziehen unter die Masse nicht zusammenfällt. Drücken wir die Gelatine, die wir vorher eingeweicht haben, aus. Geben ganz wenig Wasser vom Einweichen wieder dazu und schmelzen die.
Chef Peltz dissolves 2½ sheets of softened gelatin with a little water over low heat.
Wenn die Gelatine geschmolzen ist, dann ziehen wir sie.
The gelatin is added to the lemon yogurt mixture before blending in the whipped cream.
Heben das Schlagobers unter.
The lemon whipped cream mixture is folded with the beaten egg whites.
Dann füllen wir die Masse am besten in eine Metallforme.
The mixture is placed into a metal pan and chilled for 3 hours.
Und ist schneller servierbereit. So, dann habe ich ein Gelee aus Dirndl gekocht. Und zwar Dirndl, das ist
The foundation for the jelly are wild cherries, or Dirndl in Austrian. They grow in the wild as well as in the garden of the Palais Schwarzenberg. If you're not so fortunate as to have a palace garden handy, cornell or sour cherries can be substituted.
Die schmecken etwas wie Wildkirschen mit einem leichten. Den Gelee machen wir etwas warm.
The jelly is heated and then spooned onto the serving dish where it is chilled to set.
Gießen wir damit einen Teller aus. Nockerl.
Lemon mousse quenelles are formed and placed on the jelly.
Machen 2 schöne Nockerl auf den Teller. So, zum Ausgarnieren habe ich ein paar Zitronenscheiben vorbereitet.
The dish is garnished with candied lemon and tweeled flour cookies.
Geben wir noch ein kleines Minzzweigerl hin.